The Ferroli Modena HE range of high-efficiency condensing combi and system boilers. The smallest, lightest, quietest boiler in its class. With only 4 moving parts and a full 5-year parts and labour warranty, the Modena HE range of combi and system boilers offers exceptional reliability and superb performance, all at a very affordable price. It is also highly energy efficient and is recommended by the Energy Saving Trust as a boiler that delivers lower fuel bills and value for money. A range of accessories and flues makes the Modena very adaptable. It is available with a choice of 4 timers, mechanical, digital, and 2 programmable RF room thermostats, a rear pipe space frame and valve cover. 4 fluing options, telescopic, standard, vertical and twin pipe, and plume management kits mean it can be sited virtually anywhere in the property. It is also very compact and lightweight. All models measure just 600 by 400 by 320 mm, so it can fit into the smallest of spaces, and an empty weight of between 29 and 31.5 kilograms for the 27 and the 32 kilowatt respectively, makes it an easy appliance to locate in even the most awkward of places. All components used in the Modena are of the highest quality, including a stainless steel heat exchanger, a Honeywell PCB and gas valve, and a Wilo pump. Everything you need to install the Modena is inside the box: the boiler, hanging bracket, wall template, condensed trap kit, external filling loop kit, manual and warranty registration card. Being light enough to need only 1 pair of hands, attaching the Modena to the wall hanging bracket is easy and straightforward. Commissioning the Modena is a quick and simple process. Ensure that the appliance has been firing for several minutes, remove the flue test point, and insert an analyzer probe. The electronic module can be used to put the boiler into service test mode. Hold down the central heating plus and minus buttons for 10 seconds to enter the boiler into test mode. Use the domestic hot water plus and minus buttons to select between minimum and maximum flame. Whilst in minimum mode, remove the offset cover plate with a Torx 40 screwdriver and adjust the offset adjustment screw clockwise to increase. Press the domestic hot water plus button to enter the boiler into maximum mode. Adjust the throttle with a 4mm hex key, turning clockwise to increase. Once the correct readings are obtained, reduce to minimum and recheck. Remove the probe and replace the cap on the flue and gas valve. Don't forget to register the boiler's warranty within 30 days of commissioning the appliance, and make sure you remind the customer that they must have the boiler serviced annually as part of the warranty terms and conditions. Now let's look inside the boiler to see how straightforward and easy it is to maintain. Open the casing by slackening the 2 front retaining screws at the base of the boiler and remove by sliding forward and away. Because the Modena has so few moving parts, there is a lot of room inside to work, making maintenance easier and safer. There is a nice smooth finish all round, so no sharp edges to cut your hands. The brains of the boiler is the multifunctional PCB, next to which is the pressure gauge for easy viewing without removing the casing. When working with water, the PCB can be safely moved out of the way by undoing 1 screw. Remove the PCB by unclipping the ignition electrode, remove 3 clips on the bottom and open the access panel. All internal electrical connections can then be removed. The housing for the clock, either mechanical or digital, is also easily lifted away. It is now clear to see what's behind the superb reliability record and high performance of the Modena. Only 4 moving parts means there is less to go wrong, and diagnosis of any problem is easily identified. The fan is simple to disconnect, and the gas valve, flow switch and pump are all connected with just 1 push-on and off plug. As well as being the lightest, smallest boiler in its class, it is also the quietest. The air silencer is removed by taking out 2 retaining screws from the top, releasing 2 clips, and pulling down and away. It is now very easy to see into the boiler and access all of the components. The test point of the expansion vessel is ideally positioned to the front. The capacity of the expansion vessel is 8 litres for the 27C model and 12 litres for the 32C, with 0.8 bar pressure inside. To remove it, undo one 13mm bolt on the top right and a brass compression fitting on the bottom. The Modena HE uses a standard Wilo pump, so it is straightforward to replace if necessary, and it already complies with the new modulating regulations which come into effect in 2015. An added advantage is that the pump is controlled by the PCB as opposed to being a modulating pump, which is costly to maintain, so this is another money-saving feature. Pump head pressure is 4 meters and 6 meters respectively for the 27 and 32C models. The low water pressure switch, which automatically cuts the boiler off for low system pressure, pressure relief valve and automatic air vent, are all attached to the pump assembly. This is the only place in the boiler where O-rings are found. Elsewhere, compression fittings are used, which greatly reduces potential for leaks. Both the PRV and the auto air vent are retained by a single clip, which can be removed and each item removed individually. The fan PCB is available as a spare. To remove it, undo 3 screws to remove the protective cover of the fan to expose the PCB. Remove the PCB from the 2 locating screws, push in 2 clips and lift away. We've listened to installers, and having the fan PCB as a spare is something they have been asking for, keeping the cost of repairs down. Remove the burner via the 4 brass bolts located on the corners of the burner assembly. Slacken and remove the compression nut on top of the gas valve and pull the burner forward and out. A unique feature of the Modena is the stainless steel dome burner, which allows debris and residue to simply fall off rather than build up and cause blockages of the burner ports. The ignition electrodes can be removed without removing the burner, and because it is so resilient, the graphite seal only requires regular inspection, so it should never wear out during the lifetime of the boiler. Another superior feature of the Modena is the stainless steel bithermal heat exchanger, a great advantage over the traditional plate-to-plate system. This pipe-in-a-pipe system has a 12mm cold water pipe inside a 28mm compressed heating pipe. Both pipes are one continuous loop, which eliminates weak points and minimises potential failure of the heat exchanger. It also allows for efficient chemical flushing. The main PCB sends a signal to activate the pump and fire the burner to create heating water that runs around the 28mm circuit. For hot water demand, the flow switch activates the PCB, which causes just the burner to fire. The pump does not move. This eliminates the need for a diverter valve, another moving part that traditionally causes problems. Now you can see why we are so enthusiastic about the Modena HE range of boilers. For more information, please visit the Ferroli website or call us directly. Ferroli. Efficient, affordable, reliable.